taking us through all of those highlights. But let's also talk about some more important earnings that came through. We had ICICI Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank also that reported earnings over the weekend. And Abhishek is here with the fine print. Abhishek, both of them looking extremely strong.
Well, extremely strong, Pavitra. Records galore in both the entities. To begin with, ICICI Bank, the net interest margin is perhaps at an all-time high of 4.65%, and it continues to outperform HDFC Bank across various parameters. The NII growth is the best that the bank has seen in last 7-8 years. Operating profit growth is at 15-quarter high. Asset quality, one of the best that you are seeing in last 8 years, with gross NPA at 3.07% and net NPA at 0.55%. It continues to outperform HDFC Bank in terms of net interest margin, or if you say the ROA profile and the loan growth as well. Operating efficiency, that is cost to income ratio, is one of the best in last 10 quarters. On the flip side, the deposit momentum is a bit slow, a 27-quarter low in terms of deposit growth on a YY basis. The CASA ratio is also at 8-quarter low. They have lost market share on a sequential basis, but that's the case with HDFC Bank as well. Subsidiaries performance, that was a tad bit weak. Unsecured loans continue to rise and aid in margins. It now forms 18.7% of the loans versus 7.85% that you had in Q3 FY18. In terms of P&L to our poll, both the NII and PAT were ahead of our poll. Kotak Mahindra Bank, what has worked over here is that the net interest margin, that is at 5.47%, perhaps the best that you are seeing from FY14 or 15 levels. So NII growth, YOY is the best in 26 quarters, and sequentially it's the best in 29 quarters. One of the heartening point to see is that, deposit momentum is strong on a sequential basis, almost 6%. This is the highest growth rate in deposits among large banks or even some of the mid banks. So loan growth is pretty strong at about 23% YOY and 5.7% sequentially. YOY, the growth of 20% plus has continued for 4 quarters in a row and in double digit for 6 quarters in a row. So asset quality, one of the best that you are seeing in last 7-8 years, with 8-quarter low slippage ratio and robust ROA of nearly 2.5%. That's what worked. What has not worked, treasury loss for 2nd quarter in a row. It has actually declined sequentially, but there is a loss over there. P&L, it has beaten our poll both in terms of NII as well as PAT. Back to you.
Abhishek, thanks a lot for breaking down both of the earnings for us so well. That is ICICI Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank. Both of them posted a very strong set. So it'll be interesting to see how these stocks fare today and also what they can really do for the Nifty Bank. So that is something that we will be tracking. But with that, let's move on and talk about Adani Enterprises. The 20,000